Radio
That's why I
Shack.
kept it. That's why I kept that article. I'm like,
That's the theory as to why Radio Shack got targeted in Berkeley was because
yeah,
they have a stingray on the roof, and that
Stingray.
led to
Do they
maybe
really? I
maybe
hadn't
all
heard
the
that.
Radio
Well,
Shacks
I know I
might
kept
have.
this one because it talked about how the SFPD had finally admitted, and we knew it. We were, I mean, Mike Z was always telling us, yeah, Stingrays are on here in unmarked vehicles. Last Friday, finally came out in the free paper. Oh yeah, SFPD has Stingray.
Secretive stingray surveillance criticized for infringing on citizens' First Amendment rights.
No.
The NSA has faced backlash from the public for the past year and a half. And then boom, I love Rick. Is such an awesome
Edward
researcher
Snowden.
and
Yeah.
Edward
well-read
Snowden.
guy, and
Did you
he's
see?
he's kind of a bashful vet. He's
Yeah, I
like,
know.
Did you see Citizen
I don't talk that
"Oh,
much. I don't talk that much.
Did you see Citizen
He's one of
4?
the
Wasn't
core
bad.
No, I wanna
members of
see
the
that yet.
OBSF,
We're supposed
actually.
to have it still over here. I
And
guess
Papa
at
Ron, who I'm hoping to see down here too.
I want to see that before we leave.
It'd be great to see Peter Miro. So later we'll use our social media and we'll call everybody and say, come on down.
Well, I'm blasting out right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had to say
So-
this article. I'm like, hey, yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
walk
a good
around
one.
camp real quick so you guys can see. The Occupy SF has been reestablished for protesting the illegitimacy of this central banking cartel. We have one of our local reporters and hardcore activists here, Sarah, one of the founders of Homes Not Jails, if I'm not mistaken. Long ago. Still active though, out here on the streets every day, taking pictures, participating.
Like yourself.
Yes, like myself.
Like yourself.
Give me a hug, sweetheart. Gonna watch the TV. Oh, see, I got a hug. Oh, free hugs tonight down here at the 101. Come on down, free hugs. Tell Plunk Boy to come on down here. Lee?
Please don't hugs the park.
Lee's doing hugs. He's jamming out right now. Why is it all blurry? What? And he's got his camo mane on.
What time is it right now?
Hey, what's up, man?
What time is it right now?
What time?
Yes.
I don't have a watch. But there's a clock down there at the end. There's a clock, big one, big, there at the end.
Yeah. I see you.
All right, man. You have a good night.
Are you live streaming?
Yeah.
Groovy. How do I get a hold of your link? I've got some people who are very interested in what we're doing here.
My short link would be ustre.am/.
Wow, definitely going to want to write
Now
that
this is
down.
real easy because it's Ustream with the dot between the E and the A / capital H, small n, small x, small k, HNXK.
HNXK. And the,
It has to be a capital H though.
Got it.
Ustream,
where's the dot in the Ustream?
ustre.am / capital H, small n, small x, small k.
HNXK.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a radio code.
All right, groovy. And there's 2 broadcasts or other uploading devices I've got.
So
We're
we
going
have
to
a-
start marketing this pretty soon.
And I'm going to broadcast on this until the battery dies, which will probably be soon, and then I'll have to switch over to a secondary device here in a bit.
Cool. And if people go to that link, they'll still be able to see the video recorded.
We have 20 viewers in now, and I'm sure that from the chat room it looked like the local support network, Clark, Freeman Sullivan is in. I'm not sure familiar with all
He's
these
coming in.
names.
Is he coming down here?
I'm not sure if he's coming down here, but he's just talking online. He sent me a private message.
Oh, that's pretty cool, by the way.
So I can kind of scroll through it. These are the last couple minutes. So yeah, we're rolling. And we have some food down here that everybody's gotten a good plate full and has stashed up some extras, and there's still even leftovers here. Everybody down here is pretty much full, so there's some chicken left here, and is there any potatoes left? There's still some lettuce here for the vegetarians, vegans, some slightly burnt pizza, but it's not too bad. And some more rolls. We have a whole bag full of those down in there. You can't see that. Anyway, doing photo ops here. Say again? Oh, this guy, yeah, he's
So,
knowledge is on the roll.
so at some point, you've got to see that these here social justice groups here that are just now happening, they just now sprung up. Yes, they did. You know what? Their whole agenda is race baiting. It's race baiting. You know why? Because one of the cards in the game is a civil war in this country. Because they want to put. Well, it's only happening if people are coming out and rallying against the cops. Because you know why? Because they have these groups like BAM, and Rev that come out
Rallying
and.
against the system, though. Against the cops, that's one thing. Rallying against the
That's
system.
why we're here.
Right.
This here bank. This
Rallying
right
against
here
the
bank.
system. Let's
This
rock,
here.
though. It was nice talking to you.
Okay, what's up, bro?
Peace and blessings, though.
Bro, go grab you a bag, bro, and see about it with us, man. Again, let's rally against the system.
That's
Yeah.
why we here. I'm gonna give me a bag, though.
For sure.
Yeah, do it.
Come back, bro. You know?
So knowledge.
Yes, sir.
We got some viewers here. You want to spit them some truth? Tell them a little bit more about why we're down here and
Hey,
what
I'll
we got
tell you
going
right
on.
now, I was a part of the original Occupy that started from in the Fed, right here. It started right here, and I'll tell you why we're here. We're here to address the fact that this here bank, this is a central bank. So all these groups here that are saying Black Lives Matter, they're pro-communist groups. They're pro-communist groups. There's no way that our economy is built on capitalism because it has a central bank. So when the system crashes, they will send Michael Moore. Like last time we had our group, they sent out him to say the problem is capitalism. In capitalism. Well, how do we have capitalism if we have a central bank right here? This here bank controls the booms and the bust. That's not capitalism. It's rigged capitalism, fascism. It's rigged. So that's why we're here to shed light onto. That's the main problem of the economic injustice.
You want to know something that I learned recently within the last 3 years since I joined Occupy was that the military-industrial, the police complex that we have here in the States, we cannot have that kind of military power on a monetary based on metals like gold or silver, even platinum,
Right.
because to build that kind of structure, you must have a fake currency system because the system won't be able to thrive on the difference between
Because there's
fake money and real value. There is no real value in the money.
Right.
So you can just buy, print. And you can
print.
buy armies. You can
Army,
buy
you can
people
buy-
off.
you're-
'Cause
you're-
it's
you're-
all fake.
You're buying the war aspect, like the planes, the jets, the missiles, and so at some point, and on a gold standard, there's not enough gold
Absolutely.
to value what.
Yeah, you can't buy a $20 trillion air fleet
Yeah.
with,
Right.
gold
Wow.
because it would be gone.
Interesting. Wow.
You can't send the soldiers off to war because all the gold and the money
Interesting.
the value is gone.
Wow.
It's already been taken.
Right on,
Yeah.
buddy. I never thought about that.
Somebody taught me that. We were talking about the Federal Reserve and how it
Yeah.
has manipulated the system.
Yeah.
And then they said, but you know why? And I said, well, to enslave us. And they said, but there's a bigger, how do you enslave the people? You have to have a military might.
Yeah.
Well, if you're giving people credits on something that doesn't have any value, anytime you want to pull those credits, you can, right? And then all you need to do is have somebody with some muscles to beat down the people that want their credits. So I was like, interesting.
Can I simplify the resource-based or the debt-based economy in these terms? I heard of a story, and I'm a terrible academic, so I can't think of the details too clearly now, but there was a great king of China a long time ago, this fable goes, who was asked, who had his daughter stolen away from him, and they were, keeping her for ransom. And the guy said, we've been warring for years, how can I make amends on this? And they said, well, the war for years,
You know what? I think it would be okay to put the banner up after talking to
A little bit, yeah, not bad.
Okay, so
the
back
guy-
to where you were saying.
The guy was saying it's been years of wars, and how are you ever going to repay that? He says, you know what, you can. You can do it in a rice debt. What I want is one piece of rice on my chessboard in this corner, 2 pieces of rice on the next square over. I want 4 pieces of rice, grains of rice on the next square, and 8 on the one after that. And the guy said, I see where you're going with this, no problem. That's not a lot of rice, I'll get it done. The king knew that there wasn't enough rice in China to finish the board.
I see.
So fuck that guy, and his mathematics, and the games he plays with them,
It's all-
and the lies he tells.
It's
It's
all
over.
tricks and lies.
It's all about, oh yes, numbers, go right ahead.
Right, yeah.
We're ending it. It's
Bean
bullshit.
counters. We call them bean counters. Folks, I'm running short on battery, so I'm going to have to end this and see if I can figure out a way to get more of a charge, or I'll have to pull out my backup device. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll be broadcasting again later. Hopefully it will be a peaceful evening with no police showing up, brutality, or whatnot.
So you guys are marching to